One of the greatest dangers in the Christian life isn't that we stop believing in God. It's that over time we stop seeing him for who he truly is. That's the world Malachi speaks into. The priest was still serving. The sacrifices were still being offered. From the outside, everything looked as though it was carrying on. But God saw something deeper. Their hearts had drifted. That's why he says, a son honours his father and a servant his master. If I am the father, where is my honour? Those words aren't just a rebuke. They reveal the heart of God. Because God wasn't asking for more religious activity. He was asking why the relationship had grown cold. I think that's something every believer has to be honest about. It's possible to know the Bible, to pray, to go to church, to serve, and yet slowly lose sight of the God those things were always meant to lead us to. The greatest loss isn't that we stop doing Christian things. The greatest loss is that we stop seeing the greatness of the God that we're doing them for. And when that happens, faith becomes routine. Not because God has changed, but because our hearts have. That's why the final words of the Old Testament matter so much. Before 400 years of silence, God wasn't simply calling his people to do better. He was calling them back to himself. Then Jesus arrives, not just to teach us about God, but to reveal him. Anyone who has seen me has seen the Father. The clearest picture of God has never been an idea. It's always been a person. And maybe that's the invitation of Malachi. Not simply to become more religious, but to see God again for who he truly is. Because when we see him rightly, everything else finds its proper place.